Hoist the sails. We're just 2 days away from one of Tampa's most treasured traditions, the Gasparilla Pirate Fest. Whether witnessing the invasion on the water or watching the parade of the pirates on land there on Bayshore, we could see hundreds of thousands of people joining in on all that fun.
Yeah, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office prepared to keep everybody safe during the celebrations. And joining us live in studio up early this morning, Sheriff Chad Chronister with us. And I know we're all gearing up for the fun here. It's going to be a different event this year. I think your pirate coat, your pirate cape, I hope it's a warm one.
Yeah, this is going to be a time to make sure we dress appropriately.
Yeah, this is the one time we're really going to have
first ladies.
You don't want to be that person that's freezing out.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about safety top of mind. Obviously, you had that tragedy on New Year's Day in Bourbon Street. Then everybody kind of worried about this year because we had information that that guy was here in Tampa Bay back in October. When the FBI has that information, they bring it to you. Does that change at all how you are going to police this year's Gasparilla?
That's a great question, and absolutely it does. This document, this operations plan is a living document. We changed it all the way up to the start. 2 years ago when it was so windy, we had to shift and ask people to stay off the water. It was going to be too dangerous. This is no different. We examine any event around the country, work very closely with the FBI. I can't compliment them enough. The amount of phone calls and intelligence that's been shared back and forth, keeping us in the loop. And so we'll enhance it this year. We always have drones. We brought in more drones to make sure we have more angles and that we can see the crowd. Brought in more vehicle barriers. So to your point, Jameson, we're constantly changing this plan all the way up until the start of the parade.
But it does take the community's help too, right? We are eyes on the ground out there too. People are out having some fun, but also need to say something if something looks out of sorts.
100%. I'm very confident in the plan. I'll be there. My family's going to be there with me. We wouldn't have the parade if I didn't feel it was safe, and surely wouldn't be there with our families. But you know, it's going to be a great event. You just have to make sure you plan accordingly. And to your point, this is a shared responsibility. We'll bring in a ton of law enforcement from 37 different agencies. 73 different boats to help us on the water. We'll have more helicopters, more tactical assets, more canine and explosive dogs. I mean, it's going to be a heavy lift for all of us involved at the local, state, and federal level. But at the end of the day, to your point, it's a shared responsibility. Please, if you see something and say, hey, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, that doesn't look right. Let somebody know. There's deputies and officers all over the route. Hey, listen, can I have your attention? We'll never get upset that if you ask us to look into something that's unfounded. We'll get upset if afterwards you're talking to the media. I knew something was wrong. Well, why didn't you say something? So it is a shared responsibility. And this parade is safe. Since 1904, arrests are down, ejections are down. Think about this, the third largest parade in the United States, and we had 0 arrests last year. 2 people that had to work really hard to get ejected. Hey, your day's over. Don't understand, it still baffles me why a few people, as hectic as the waters are, this is the day I want to be impaired and operating my vessel. Doesn't make sense. So one person last year. So to have the third largest parade and have it as safe as it is, I think all of us understand. It's a great time, it's a fun time, but we all of us have to make sure it's a safe time.
And to that point, with a heavier law enforcement presence out there this year with, you know, kind of looking out for everything, you want to make sure everybody knows you're not out there to arrest everybody from having a good time.
No, that's exactly right. You have to work hard to get arrested at Gasparilla. Nobody wants to say, hey, okay, here we go. You know, if you climb a light pole, you do something, you know, okay, you have our attention now, you know. But no, again, go out there, have a good time. I love the fact that this community has an event that celebrates a tradition that we can come together. I mean, people travel from all around the country, all around the world. I meet people from London, England. You know, hey, I'm here, heard about this parade. You know, it's something for us to be proud of. Proud that we can get together as a community and have such a safe and happy time.
Yeah, a feather in our pirate cap, right?
Absolutely. And the big thing, obviously, for Saturday is going to be bundling up. You don't want to have to deal with any EMS calls.
Be careful out on the water, too, right?
It's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. You know, I tell people all the time, make sure you have a safe plan. How are you getting there? Where are you parking? Last thing you want to do is come back and I thought I had the lifetime, an opportunity of a lifetime parking spot. No, that's because you're not supposed to park there. Don't let your fun,
it's going to cost you later.
Don't let your fun end, you know, because you come back and your car's not there. Park in one of the garages, get a shuttle, use a rideshare service, and again, just be responsible.
Yeah, have some fun too.
Have lots of fun.
Thanks so much for getting up early with us. We know you're going to weekend on tap.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks,
Very
Chad.
cold.
Appreciate
Happy
it.
Gasparilla.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay,
Happy
great.
Gasparilla,
Happy
everybody.
Gasparilla.
Exactly.
I think there's gonna be a lot of whiskey coats out there. I'll tell you that.